Okay, so let's take a look at the slides for assignment 2. We'll just jump back to our overview, what we talked about right from the beginning of this term. Now, because of all the interruptions to our schedule, right? Okay, let's take a look at the schedule. So our submission for the assignment has been pushed forward 1 week. So although this is actually week 8, because I'm not counting week 4. So it has been already delayed 1 week. Okay, so week 4 was our world skills, which is like a 1 week vacation. So right now we're only left with 4 weeks to actually do this particular assignment. Alright. So for assignment 2, what will we be modeling? We'll be modeling this type of characters, this type of stylized cute type characters. Now I've curated some links that will guide you along when you are modeling these characters. And one of the first sites, right, that I found that was extremely helpful, it kind of reminds me of a very old site. Now, you don't worry about the links. I'll be posting these links on the team's main channel. Okay, so this link, right, will teach you or show you, right, what is the correct way to do topology. All right, and then one of the links, right, talks about facial topology, which I think will be very, very useful. All right, they even talks to you about some animation as well. So, okay, let's take a look at the link, right, that is talking about facial topology. So I'm going to open up this link. So I want you guys to go over to this link and read up about this, okay, about why this topological flow is very important. Alright. Now, before we start to do all our modeling first, we have to come up with the concept and the design. Alright. So let me just put the link here first. And I will show you some places, right, which you can get some inspiration. Let me just rearrange this. I already have it open already. Alright. So one of the links, right, that I found that is very good is this site called Free Pick. I don't know whether you guys are aware about this. So I'm going to open up this link. So this place, right, shows some works by, I think this is a Korean artist. This Mamie WMY. And you guys can more or less see the proportions of what a character for a cute type character looks like. Usually you will have big head, big eyes, alright, a very small childlike body, very short legs and all that. So you can try to redraw this so that it has a much more realistic CG look. So that will depend on your drawing abilities. Now, have you guys, right, gone on to concept drawing already in your other modules, like model sheets and all that? Yeah? Have you all done model sheets already? Yeah, okay, so you guys know what this is all about. So you can come up with your character design. Now, those of you who have problems, right, coming out with characters ideas, there is another link, right, which you can go to. I will provide this link for you. You can go and explore. Okay, you all know AI, right? AI is the biggest rage right now. So AI is capable of generating lots and lots of ideas, right, for you. And one of the sites which I find, which is family friendly, is this site here. Okay, mage.space. Alright, so if you go and search for this keyword here, cute character model sheet, right, it will generate a lot of ideas for you. Okay, and if you just type cute character, and you will search through all the cute characters that has been generated, alright, by AI. Okay, some of it is a little bit borderline, not family friendly. Okay. Okay, so go and find some pictures to get, like, maybe get proportions like these. Some of the proportions like this one obviously is not a cute, different kind of cute. All right. Alright, so you guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, now, those of you, once you get, okay, the idea here is to collect as many, okay, let's type another, be more specific. Okay, chibi character. You all know what are chibi characters, right? Yeah, so now for your assignment 2, okay, listen up. For your assignment 2, right, we'll be focusing more on these type of characters. Alright, you can see here, these are our characters. So if you can, go and download these images, go and screen capture, and then start to build up a repository of images. Now, you will notice that these images, right, do not have a side view. So for the side view, right, you might have to, based on these images, right, draw out your own version. Okay? So for drawing, right, there's this link here, okay, about designing chibi characters. Alright, you can see the proportions. Okay, there's a 2-head proportion. Literally, the height of the body, right, is almost the same height as the head. Okay, or you can do a 3-head tall body. So that means that the height of the character is equivalent to 3 heads. Alright, now we do not want you guys to do a realistic character. Okay, the reason is that most of you all don't have a very good foundation on anatomy yet, human anatomy yet. Alright. Now I'm going to show you later I'm going to show you a picture. Okay, you can follow this link. Later I'll post all these links, right? This will give you guys an idea how to create the characters. Now the character, the shape itself doesn't have to be too complicated. Alright. So this link is very good tips on how to model. I'm going to open up a very old model that I worked on from 2020, now 2020, right, this is what your seniors have to create. Let's see, I think it's, sorry, not this one. Okay, I'm trying to look for the character. Not this one. There you go. So this is the one. I want to show you the version. Now, your seniors back then, they have to create something a little bit more realistic. So they have to create a character, right, based on a concept that they have developed. So this is a very simple character, but it is closer to more human proportions. Okay, let me hide the lines. Alright? So just a very simple character, but it has a simple prop, shoes, okay, all joined together already, but it has a anatomy, right, that is almost close to the human character as possible. Now we will not be doing this style of characters, okay, and you can see the ear, right, even the ear itself is also quite close to anatomically correct. So based on your current capabilities, right, I don't think you guys will have the time to model this. But those of you who feel that you can model this kind of detail, yeah, feel free to go ahead. Okay, and you can see that the hair is actually made up of many of these simple surfaces. Alright? Now, what you see over here is known in the industry as a T-pose. A T-pose. Can anybody hazard a guess? Why do we need to have the character model in this way? Yeah, very good. Easier for rigging. Alright? So if you model a character, right, that has already been posed, it will be very difficult to put the bones inside. So most of the characters, right, are in this relaxed pose. Okay? And you can easily put in the bones, and also Maya itself, right, has a very powerful auto rigger, which is quite easy to use. And if you are able to pose your character like this, you can draw the bones and even rig the fingers, all right, so that you'll be able to bend properly. So you can see everything must follow a certain topology, right? The flow of the polygons, the lines and everything, this rule has to be followed. But I'm going to show you one thing. You'll notice that the character, right, beneath is not fully connected. Now, you can model the character naked and then cover it with clothes. Alright, that is fine. But remember the rule about don't model things that you can't see. Alright, if you model a character that has skin underneath the clothes, right, one of the issue is that when you rig and then when you bend the bones, the skin will sometimes burst through the clothes. And this happens a lot of times. And if you are able to sort of hack a video game, right, some people, they go and hack open a game and they extract out the 3D models. Most of the models you see, right, the exposed part, like the skin, right, is just like that. I mean, the skin part, right, will just cover underneath the clothes and then that's it. Okay, so just remember, when you are modeling your characters, you don't need to model the inside in great detail because they're going to be covered in clothes. However, if you are going to model your character, right, with like a naked character, if you're going to model a naked character with sort of a body, that is fine as well because you can later modify. Like for example, this shirt itself was originally modified from the body. I just take the faces that form the body and then I just expand it a little bit. I just separate it, expand it a little bit and then modify. Basically, I change the skin into a clothes. Okay, you understand what I mean? Now for the shots, right, for the shots I just model it out as it started from a box and then I just block it up, okay, bit by bit. Alright, so remember this. Now, I'm going to show you a very cool tool in Maya. It's called a lattice tool. Under the deform, and then you can apply a lattice. So with the object selected, right, and then now I apply a lattice, now I can change the scale of this character. Okay, let me just increase the number of divisions, right, and so that I can have more options, right, to isolate certain parts of the body. Okay, let's see, like that. Alright, so let's say if I want the head to be bigger, right, I can go to lattice point, right mouse click, go to lattice point. Then I can scale this up. Okay, then his legs, right, I can squeeze it down so that you will have more of this. I wouldn't say cute lah. Right now it's more like a rubber man. Alright, you guys can play with this too. Okay, let's say I already done one of this. I will go back to object mode, right, then I will delete away the history. Okay, delete history and then the change is permanent. Alright, then I can apply another lattice again, right, and go and change the shape or rescale everything to the shape that I want. So select the lattice, then go to lattice point, right, and then make him thinner or fatter. Okay, but problem is right now you see my shoe is flattened already. Okay, but I can still make his head bigger. Select these points and then okay, not exactly cute, but okay, but you guys get the idea. Okay, this is one way that you can modify the character. I mean, if you from a normal size character into this. But of course, we're not going to be modeling it this way. I'm showing you that there is a lattice tool that can use to model a character like this. Now, how to start? Okay, first, for your assignment 2, please go and collect the images first. Right? Go and collect your images and then narrow down to a character that you want to model. Then after that, right, you will have to draw your character in the T pose. Alright, you have to draw your character in the T pose. then you have to import in images like just like what you guys did. Like for example, this kind of pose is pretty good. You're halfway there already. Alright. So if you have a front facing character, then you have less work. Alright, so I can draw this and then I can imagine what the side looks like. I will show you a project that I did a while ago, but I'm using another software. Okay, and I will show you what it looks like. Show you the concept first. So this was the drawing or the concept supplied to me by the artist. Okay, and then this is the 3D version of the character that I created. Alright, so in T-pose. Right, but it was, I mean I didn't complete this work, so this is the character that was drawn by the artist. So if you're able to draw the front, the back, the sides, right, that will be good. Then we can start to create the characters. Alright? So for today, right, I want you guys, right, to go and narrow down on your characters, and if you can, try to draw the front view and the side view. Now for this one, it's a little bit tough for me because the characters does not have a T-pose. So I have to imagine what the character looks like when it is in a T-pose. Okay? Okay, so do you guys have any questions how to approach this? So basically today is to decide on your character and then come up with the design. Okay? And then once you have the design, then convert the drawings. You must bring them into Photoshop, right? And then line up the drawings like a 3-view drawing that you did for your vehicles. Right? It means the front view and the side view, right? The proportions must match. Okay? So I will show you a very old video that I recorded for your seniors. Okay, this is in my the other channel. Okay, which I modeled sort of like a cube type character. Yeah, there you go, this one. So this character is designed by Miss Sam. Alright, so I have to bring in the pictures. Yeah, I'll show you what the picture looks like.
You got that done. Alright, the next thing I want to do is press W to move and grab the reference and then move it up.
I can't remember when was this. This was like
you want to change the background color.
many donkey years ago. Alright, so you can see this is the character designed by Miss Sam. Okay, got a front view, side view, and actually back view not really necessary, but she also included the back view. So this will be extremely helpful. Alright, I'm going to drop this link, okay, to you all. So before you all actually start to do any modeling, right, please have the character design fixed first. Alright, so of course if you draw your character ugly, I mean your 3D character is going to look ugly. So make sure you get good reference. If you have to trace over the reference, go ahead. Alright, I have no problems with that. Alright, because modeling at the end of the day, right, is referencing from existing references and creating a model. Okay, so if you need to trace over all the nice examples that you can find, go ahead. Alright, so I will provide all these links onto the channel. Okay, this one is a nightmare. Okay, I will put the links in the team's main channel. Let me just go and copy them. Okay, please listen up to Mr. Kenneth, everybody.
So we suggest that you go to the reference reference side, okay, like the pages and then there's a few more other things on the website. To look for reference, take from the reference and go from there, okay? Even though that we also say that, oh, you create your characters, but we don't want you to spend too much time to create a character that will spend you like 1 week just to create a character, whereas the rest have been in the modeling stage already, okay? So this is where you have to be careful, okay? Some of you may get too caught up in creating characters and then spend like 1-2 weeks just to create characters and then still haven't finished, okay? So what we want you to do is to look at the reference, get the rating reference, and create the model sheet. If you can get the reference with the model sheet, that is even better, okay? Because that has been done out for you. Okay, so please take note. Don't spend too much time in the pre-production, spend too much time into Photoshop to create the characters, okay? Because this assignment is still about 3D modeling. So please take note.
Alright, so I posted the video link, and as well I posted all the links right into this files folder under ASG2 useful links. Okay, you can go and click on this to open up and check out the references. And I have also included my old video, and I just realized I recorded this in 2015, pretty much around the same year. I think one year after I joined. Yeah. So this video I only talk about modeling the head only. Alright, because I think modeling the head is far more challenging than modeling the body. Alright, so go and check out this video. Okay, it will give you a good starting point on how to model these type of characters. So meaning, right, at the end of the day, right, your characters will basically be in this pose. Now, if those of you want to play with this, you just want to play around with this, right, you can go over to the what do you call that, let's see, content browser. Okay, go and get in a character. Right, just bring in a human body character. Let's find, okay, human body character. So just double click on it and it will load up this human body character, very gigantic. So we can scale him down and you can play along with the deform lattice and just have some fun with it. So to activate the lattice, just right mouse click on it and go to lattice point. And if you want to increase the number of divisions, okay, you can do that here, right? So we can now grab the lattice and distort him. Alright? Alright, so you can play around with this. Okay, with that, I think I will stop the recording of this video. I will put this video on YouTube, but it will be a link only. It will not be shared to the public. So you will need that link, which I'll post on Teams to watch this. Alright? So I'll stop the recording now.